It's as if I feel like I'm inside of a globe.
It was a total surprise. There was no advance warning. Just one day, it was hanging outside my window of the sheriff's office.
I
would like to know what it is exactly.
A watchful eye in the sky, putting some southern Arizona residents on edge.
Officials in Nogales say they were blindsided by a new Border Patrol blimp that's up in the air to give 24-hour surveillance of the area.
In a statement, U.S. Customs and Border Protection said the aerostat will provide constant surveillance of the border.
There's a series of these blimps along the southwest border. They have different purposes. There's one over Sierra Vista that has a radar platform on it to detect low-flying aircraft. This particular one here has a video platform. The County Board of Supervisors wasn't told about it. There was no pre-briefing in the law enforcement world. And then it got worse as I found out more. I found out it was a video surveillance platform. It is anchored on the northeast side of the city of Nogales, right in the middle of residential communities, and it's not right along the border. And to me, it's an affront. This kind of new tendency of the federal government to spy on Americans, you know, like I don't like it at all.
Yo le estoy hablando ahorita como residente.
I'm speaking to you now as a resident of this neighborhood. I asked my neighbor, have you seen the blimp we have there? And she said that she thought it was Border Patrol. I asked, do you know how long it will be there, when they will take it away or what? And she said, well, who knows? We don't know. We used to walk over there, around the house. We would go around over there. We walked over here and came back, and that's it. But we don't do this anymore. I feel unsafe going over there.
This was not previously a federal facility, this land behind us. I don't know the story on the land, but I think it's owned by a private landowner, and I would guess it's being leased for this purpose to the federal government. Typically, if there's a new program or a new major event coming along, say a new federal task force, a new building being constructed, there's a lot of lead time. There's preparation for the transitions, and a lot of it would be for damage control from the perspective of the federal government. You don't want to blindside the locals.
I was taking a shower and I looked out the back window. The red lights were directed into my bedroom. I said, "What is this?" And I ran for a towel because I was in full view.
It's up on a hill, and the areas that it looks into, it drops off into different neighborhoods. The neighborhood of Nogalitos, the neighborhood of Royal Road, the Patagonia Highway, which is, there's a Rancho Grande neighborhood right here. For appearances, that's what it would be surveilling. It's like at a distance from Mexico. And if the intent was actually to spy on the Republic of Mexico, I don't know what the Mexican government would think of that concept. And it hurts the retail merchants. If it looks like you're traveling into a war zone and you're going to get spied on and surveilled and interrogated and searched. So I do what I can to push against that and just to promote freedom in our community.
I have lived here for about 15 years. We think the blimp is to watch over the area for security.
Our crime statistics here, violent crime and property crime, is lower than the average for the state of Arizona, lower than Tucson, lower than Phoenix. We're a very safe community, but if they want to participate with the law enforcement community to, you know, purportedly keep everybody safe, I would hope to have access to that video footage that they're getting, but it hasn't been offered to me. That's kind of a slap in the face to me, an expression of distrust to local law enforcement.
There are people who support this and others who don't, mostly because it's only some meters away from our houses. And we don't know what will happen. To have something that's there, spying or keeping tabs on the area, has its repercussions.
I feel like we're turning into a complete surveillance state and a police state along the border here. My family has been in this area since the 1800s, and this kind of border hype, unfortunately, is not a new thing. It comes in cycles, but that hype serves the political interest of certain people. I know there's already tower surveillance, airborne platforms, the blimp, ground-mounted monitoring, motion sensing things. I don't know what comes next. I guess whatever a vendor can sell to the federal government under some sort of a crisis argument.
Entonces, pues saber.
We want to know what it is, and if they're going to take it away, if it will be there permanently, and why is it there? Well, also, it's worrisome if you feel like you can't speak freely.
A mí sí me gustaría saber exactamente qué es lo que están haciendo.
I'd like to know what exactly it is that they are doing, and we would feel calmer with that information.
Estaríamos más tranquilos.